So the 3 commitments are that kids love school, that they learn twice as fast, and that they learn life skills. What those mean are that, of course, loving school is that we hold ourselves to the standards that kids would want to come to school over going on vacation. So that's what we call loving school. Otherwise, it's kind of I guess I kind of like school, but that will solidify that like a kid is truly enjoying the time. Learning 2X means that they're learning twice as fast as a normal kid would in a 6-hour school day in the 2 hours that we learn for at Alpha. So within those 2 hours, we have them work super efficiently, super hard, so that they can actually learn basically 12 hours of a normal school day in 2 hours. And then learning life skills is basically just teaching the kids like little nuggets, things they can use throughout their life that'll help them in any situation. They're all like versatile things like grit, financial literacy, public speaking, just things that will contribute to a number of different facets in their life. And those are also really important as well because it goes beyond just like what they're learning, and they're things that are broadly applicable to everything.
I think that everybody has a different technique with that. You ask any guy, they're always going to give you a little bit of a different answer. For me, it's the connection aspect. The only way I can know if I am really helping them love school, if I'm really helping them learn as fast as I know they can learn, if I'm really helping them build these life skills, is by getting to know them as individual human beings, by creating these really strong emotional bonds and creating a space where they can come to me and tell me I'm not learning the way I want to, or I am struggling with these life skills. How I deliver on that is getting to know them super, super well and then being able to challenge them and push them in ways that other people in their life can't, either because they're not as open to other people in their lives or because they really, really care about what other people in their lives think and they need that validation from other people. And they know that they will get that super high support, super high validation, but that I'm gonna set a super high expectation because I know that they can kill it.
So the biggest reason our kids love school is because of the relationships that they have with their guides. And so how close they are with their guide is really translates into how much they love school. And so the biggest thing, especially when a student isn't loving school, it means that we don't know them well enough. So we really sit down with them. We figure out, okay, what do you really love to do? We do those things with them. So for example, I have a student who really loves Broadway shows. I like Broadway shows as well. We go to Broadway shows all the time. We just drove 2 hours last year to go see one. So we really meet them where they are in terms of the things that they love to do. Even if we don't know about it, have a student teach you about it, because that's really how you grow a relationship. And it's super important for the life skills component of this, because while learning life skills, some of the life skills they have to learn are really, really difficult life skills to learn, especially as a teenager at the high school level. And so if we have that super close relationship with them, it really helps us to help them navigate through it, to be that support person, and going through those failures and learning those life skills is what really makes the guide-student relationship even closer.
I think what I uniquely bring is the fact that I'm extremely patient, and I think it's very important to understand the context of any kid before you can actually start working with them. And so I know everyone's talked about the 3 commitments, but I think to deliver, the love of school, the learning 2X, and the learn life skills, you have to understand where the kids come from. As soon as we start understanding where they come from, then we can start challenging them in areas where we see they need growth, while also not wasting their time on areas where they're already sufficient in. So it's really important for us to just, one, understand who the student is, understand what makes the student tick, and understand, what can we do as adults to give them an experience that allows them to truly feel limitless. And we don't just say limitless as a word. We authentically push our students into a zone of uncomfort to see how they respond. If we can get our kids to, live in stress, live in this uncomfortable nature, when they're in college, when they're adults, they're going to be able to be way more adaptable in scenarios compared to their counterparts. And that's what makes Alpha so great, is the fact that we really get to get onto a level with these kids to truly push them in ways that I wish I was pushed as a student. And so a lot of the times when people are like, oh, why didn't we learn that in school? Or why didn't we do X, Y, Z in school? Alpha gets to solve that question and actually start answering it for our kids who are the leaders of tomorrow.
These kids are just absolutely incredible young adults, and I feel like at a public school, it's kind of hard to see all their true talents because we only test them on 4 subjects we've learned for 30 years. So here at Alpha, we get to see their true colors and abilities and creations kind of shine through. And I think my just aspect of treating them almost not quite like an adult because they're still kids, but just giving them respect that like they're their own person and they can do these awesome things is just huge for them, and we develop that trust. And I think just being a friendly face and just encouraging them when needed, but also being that life coach of just pushing them with something, but having that connection already built that they know I genuinely care about them will help them realize that when I am coaching them, it is not going to make them like, oh, I don't want to be here, Noah's going to be on me. But no, he's looking out for my best interest. So they love to have someone in their corner. They can push them when they need it, but also celebrate them when needed.
This has been kind of the cornerstone of everything I do in education, in life really. You gotta be adaptable. You gotta be ready to step up to a challenge, fail, embrace that failure, and then learn from it so you can be better. So adaptability is the #1 core skill that I think our guides should have if they want to come work at Alpha.
As far as loving school, you want your kid, any child really, to be adventurous, to be curious, and to kind of instill that love of learning so they carry it through with them for the rest of their lives. If they love school, they're going to keep learning even after they leave school. It becomes less about school and more about a mindset. Right now, teenagers, their brains are moving a mile a minute. Neuroplasticity at this age is absolutely insane. So being able to take advantage of that, show them these life skills while they're learning their academics, give them opportunities to find out what they love and who they are, it makes for some really incredible adults.